Top 10 stocks to buy now during the pandemic. Given the great likelihood of an economic rebound in 2021, it may be tempting to invest irresponsibly. Let's have a look at 10 stocks to buy during the pandemic. And they are: the pandemic hit us all hard, and especially the economic sector, and we all saw what happened. But still, there are stocks that you can invest in during this pandemic. Keeping up with me till the end for more. This suggests you should proceed with care with picking stocks from a significant rebound in 2021. I repeat, carefully. Do not just rush in investing in just anything. Get to know what you're dealing with first. The experts we spoke with for this article, as well as major brokerages like Wells Fargo, UBS, and JP Morgan, offered a nuanced view of the outlook for 2021. These lists may assist you in generating new ideas and identifying opportunities across a wide range of sectors. Do your study and get to know a company well before purchasing its stock. What makes consumer discretionary stocks a good investment in 2021? The vaccine, which will make social events safer and more accessible in 2020, will benefit consumer discretionary stocks. I will share with you 10 stocks that you can invest in during the pandemic. Starting off at number 1, recreational parks. In 2021, the majority of entertainment corporations that own venues and theme parks lost money. With the economy on demand, foot traffic could go up if a vaccine makes it safer for people to socialize in public. These 3 stocks could be bought at a discount today in order to profit when the economy recovers. You know how much people love having fun. Number 2, restaurants. This year has been very difficult for restaurants. This sector has gone from being closed to only accepting deliveries to outside dining, and then back to being closed by 2020. As a result, the standard chai latte had to be relegated to the drive-thru. Businesses work together to replicate the in-restaurant experience via delivery and outside dining, resulting in financial losses. I think most of us should think of investing in this. Number 3, energy sector. What are the advantages of investing in energy stocks? Because the world is powered by electricity, and green energy in particular is ripe for profit. To be honest, global energy production is shifting, and pandemic-related changes in consumption patterns have just accelerated the process. Number 4, stocks in the medical field. The importance of swift healthcare innovation is something that the year 2020 has taught us. The sector's leaders, according to experts and observers, are now undervalued, and while vaccine companies may be the frontrunners in this area, other companies outside of the pharmaceutical industry may be prepared for a 2021 rise. Look for companies that will gain from the return of elective procedures at surgical facilities around the country, as well as other large medical device suppliers whose sales have slowed down due to the pandemic. Number 5, Hillrom, HRC. During the pandemic, who hasn't ordered food? We all did, I suppose. Experts believe that post-pandemic behaviors such as using delivery services and shopping online will persist. Consumer demand for smart online shopping experiences is only growing. Therefore, any retailer that hasn't made a big shift to online sales will fall behind. The relative strength line has been improving, reaching a 4-month high, but it is still short of the all-time high set in mid-February. The payment stock has a history of outperforming the market, which is one of the reasons it made the IBD long-term traders list. Leaderboard has it as well. PayPal's composite rating has risen to a very strong 97. The stock market is improving, with PYPL up nearly 29% this year, with an EPS rating of 98 out of 99. Earnings are the stock's main strength. Over the last 3 quarters, EPS has increased by 52% on average, and in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, this reflects the current trend toward cashless transactions. Venmo, a PayPal service, has also added Bitcoin trading. Customers may now analyze cryptocurrency trends and conduct transactions using these 3 types of cryptocurrencies, as well as Bitcoin Cash. The rollout has begun, and all clients will be able to use the Venmo app directly in the coming weeks. Number 6, Align Technology stock. It has made multiple attempts at breakouts or early entries over the last few months, only to retreat. In recent months, the relative strength line has been going sideways, which is not ideal. The stock is seeking support around its 50-day moving average, which is a positive indicator. So far this year, Align stock has gained roughly 16%. It received a very high composite rating of 98 for its overall performance. The stock's main strength is its earnings growth. Over the last 3 years, EPS has increased by an average of 114%. This satisfies all of the CAN-SLIM criteria. In the most recent quarter, it increased by a whopping 241%. Invisalign is a clear plastic alternative to metal braces that was recently named Stock of the Day. Invisalign said in a recent email to Investors Business Daily that more than 30,000 patients enrolled in virtual care for their systems last year. Number 7, Biotech stock. Biotech is a company that develops and manufactures biotechnology. Following a recent drop near 222, Biotech shares just crossed a trend line. After breaking out of a brief cup base, the coronavirus vaccine producer has moved past a fresh purchase point of 252.88. After a period of consolidation, it appears that the relative strength line is going upwards again. This followed a strong upward trend that began in late March and ended in early June. The biotech stock was just added to the renowned IBD leaderboard of outstanding growth stocks as a result of its strong recent performance. BNTX has made its first genuine test of the 10-week moving average in recent weeks, following a breakout in April. Volume was modest throughout the 3 recent down weeks. The composite rating of BNTX is 97, which is very high, although stock market performance is currently in its strongest suit. Earnings are growing. This is evidenced by the fact that the stock has recently gone from minor losses to big profits year over year. In the most recent quarter, the company produced a profit of $5.15 per share compared to a loss of 26 cents per share the year before. Biotech stock has risen nearly 220% since the beginning of 2021. As a result, it is one of the year's best performers. Biotech stock has quickly recovered after being hammered in June by news that its COVID vaccination could cause a cardiac problem in children. Myocarditis and pericarditis, inflammation of the heart muscle and surrounding tissues, have been reported in young persons who received a second dosage of the Pfizer and Moderna messenger RNA vaccines, according to CDC advisors. According to them, the diseases are unusual and the majority of patients responded well to medication and relaxation. Vaccination benefits continue to exceed the risks, according to the CDC. Number 8. Stock of Crocs. Another brand to keep an eye on is Crocs. It soared after reporting great earnings and is now trading well above the flat base buy zone. Here, 110.01 was a great buy point. Prior to making its advance, it found resistance at the 50-day moving average. Lately, the relative strength line has been rising to new highs, signaling a bullish trend. The best possible composite rating for the most recent IBD stock of the day is 99. Earnings and stock market performance are both outstanding. Crocs stock has gained over 110% so far this year. The stock gained ground on Thursday after reporting earnings that were above the analysts' expectations to $2.23 per share. EPS increased by 121%. The company's revenue increased by 93% to $640.8 million in the fourth quarter, marking the 4th consecutive quarter of rapid expansion. EPS has increased by 493% on average over the last 3 quarters, which is impressive. Prior to the release of its most recent report, the company's sales had increasing by 16%, 56%, then 64% in the preceding 3 quarters. Crocs mostly recently partnered with Balenciaga, a high-end fashion house. Crocs stilettos estimated cost $1,000 per pair were featured in the Design House Spring 2022 collection. Black and brilliant green are the colors of the high-heeled stilettos. Crocs also announced that the exclusive punk rock collaboration with Russian band Little Big, which will feature metal spikes, chains, and gibbets charms inspired by the band's distinct flair. On June 22, pink and black versions of the clogs will be available. They'll cost about $90 for the pink one and $98 for the blue one. Number 9. Tanla Platforms. The service provider firm resurrected itself from a new approach in the use of blockchain, emerging as the top pick on Brigade Road. Due to an increase in the use of communications, the stock has risen about 2,100% in the last year. And at number 10, Intellect Design Arena. It creates solutions for the whole banking industry, including corporate banks, non-bank financial corporations and BFCs, central banks, retail banks, wealth managers, and insurance firms. A boom in financialization enhanced the demand for its services, allowing it to improve both its bottom line and stock price in 2020. In the last year, the stock has risen approximately 1,300%. Thanks so much for watching. That's all for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and let me know what you think about this in the comment section. What other stocks might you have invested in that I have not included in the list? Share it in the comment section below, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and turn on the post notifications for more. Stay tuned for more lit videos, and I love you guys.
turn up the bass.